Australia is called tall poppy syndrome. And a lot of people straight away went like, oh, why are you picking this girl? Why not me? I've had more experience. I've had hundreds of amateurs. Like, why don't you give me this opportunity? So I was not prepared to get that much attention, even if it was positive or people talking negative. I was not prepared for it. So basically, I've had to fight 100 million fights outside of the boxing ring before I even stepped in the ring in front of 16,000 people in my pro debut. And for me, it was so overwhelming. I can still, until this day, not remember 1 second of the fight. No, 1 second. I remember walking into the ring, standing in the ring, seeing my name in front of all of this arena, and that's it. After that, it's a blackout. But in
blur.
saying that, yeah, it's just a full-on blur. But in saying that, though, now 10 fights deep in my career, it's probably the best thing that could have ever happened to me.
That fight was against Jessica Cashman, correct? Your pro debut?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
What did you call that syndrome? What was it called again?
Tall poppy syndrome.
What is that again?
So it's basically, you know, when you have like a bush or like flowers like this, and you want everything to be at the same level. If something stands up, you chop them right off. And that's what happened. Right. And I mean, at that stage as well, women's boxing wasn't that big. And I've been creating noise ever since I stepped my foot into a boxing gym. You know, I got sponsored by Adidas pretty much straight away when I came into the game. I had sponsors since I was an amateur, and people just couldn't wrap their head around like, what is this girl doing? And you know, I think a lot of people maybe didn't know that I have a background in marketing. I'm going to use everything I have to make myself as marketable as possible, and you got to use that in boxing. You know, we got to promote ourselves outside the ring, inside the ring. And when I first started, I knew that I want to learn as much as possible. So I said to my coach, look, if you train me properly, because I remember I saw my coach, he was training this girl in the gym. She's a 3-time world champion. I saw them training, and I know a good trainer when I see it. And I just saw it to myself, I need this coach. So I said, look, if I do your social media for your gym, will you train me? And he said, I thought he was going to say like, yeah, once a day or something, like once a week, I will train you. And that would have been good enough for me. And he said, yeah, if you show up 8 a.m. every single morning, I will train you. But I don't think he was prepared for, if you tell me 8 a.m. every single morning, I'm going to be there 7:30 every single morning and show up every single day. And that was 7 years ago, and I'm still doing it.
That's a great trade-off. So 2 things. And I'll give you credit. I'm going to borrow sometime that poppy syndrome. Okay. I'm going to use it during a broadcaster. So I will pay homage to you. I don't know if you're going to get royalties out of it, right? So, but
well, it's an Australian saying, so I can't really claim it, but yeah.
There you go, right? There's no trademark infringement. We're okay. And the second thing is, to your point about marketing yourself, especially when it comes to female boxing,